Did you hear about the Australian who invented the boomerang? He had quite a throw, but then it came back to him. Welcome to the land of sun, surf and kangaroos, the Australian continent. Now this isn't just one big island but a collection of countries and regions. There's Australia of course, but also Papua New Guinea, and parts of Indonesia. Each with its own unique vibe and culture. And speaking of unique, ever heard of Aussie humor? Well, it's a bit like that boomerang joke. They love a good laugh and their lingo, it's as colorful as a rainbow lorikeet. You might hear phrases like "g'day mate" or "no worries cobber." It's all part of the Aussie charm. So if you're ready for a trip filled with sunny beaches, unique wildlife and mouth-watering food, you're in the right place. So buckle up for this exciting journey down under, mates. Australia isn't just about kangaroos and koalas, there's so much more to explore. The land down under is a treasure trove of diverse landscapes, each with its own unique charm and beauty. Imagine the Great Barrier Reef, the world's largest coral reef system, gleaming like a bedazzled canvas under the tropical sun. It's not just a feast for the eyes but also a vital sanctuary for a multitude of marine life. Picture schools of vibrantly colored fish darting between the coral, creating a living kaleidoscope beneath the waves. From this underwater paradise, let's journey to the heart of Australia, to the vast and rugged outback. This is a land of red earth and endless skies, where the silence is punctuated only by the distant call of a dingo, or the rustle of a spinifex bush. It's a place of solitude and survival, a testament to the resilience of both nature and the indigenous people who've lived here for tens of thousands of years. Now, let's shift gears and head to the bustling cityscape. The Sydney Opera House. This iconic landmark with its distinctive shell-like design is more than just a venue for world-class performances. It's a symbol of Australia's vibrant arts and culture scene, a beacon of creativity that shines brightly against the Sydney skyline. But Australia's wonders don't stop there. Picture Ayers Rock, or Uluru as it's known to the Anangu, the traditional owners of the land. This massive sandstone formation rises majestically from the flat desert landscape, its colors changing from ochre to burnished orange and deep red as the sun sets. It's a sacred site, steeped in indigenous lore and tradition, a place that whispers stories of the dream time. Australia is a canvas of contrasts, from coral reefs to desert plains, from modern cities to ancient landmarks. It's like a storybook, each page revealing a new adventure, a new mystery, a new wonder. Isn't it amazing how one continent can have so much variety? Let's dive into the vibrant Australian culture, shall we? First stop, the Aboriginal influence. Australia's rich history begins with the Aboriginal people, the traditional custodians of the land. Their culture dates back over 50,000 years, making it one of the oldest surviving cultures in the world. Their stories, art, and traditions are woven into Australia's cultural fabric, giving it a unique character. Next, let's talk about the Aussie lifestyle. Australians are known for their laid-back attitude, love for the outdoors, and a strong sense of community. They value their leisure time, whether it's catching waves on one of their stunning beaches, enjoying a family barbie, that's barbecue for the rest of us, or just hanging out with mates at a local pub. Speaking of hanging out, sports play a big role in the Aussie way of life. Cricket and rugby are more than just games here. They're a way to unite communities and celebrate the Aussie spirit. Whether it's the thrill of the Ashes cricket series or the excitement of the rugby union matches, sports in Australia are a spectacle you don't want to miss. Now, on to the part we've all been waiting for. Food. Australians have a diverse palate, reflecting the country's multicultural heritage. But there are some traditional foods that are truly Aussie. Vegemite, a thick, dark spread made from yeast extract, is a breakfast staple that Aussies swear by. And then there's the Australian meat pie, a delicious pastry filled with minced meat and gravy. It's a popular choice for lunch, dinner, and even at sporting events. But that's not all. Australia's food scene also boasts of lamingtons, a sponge cake coated in chocolate and desiccated coconut, and the pavlova, a meringue-based dessert named after the Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova. Both dishes are sweet, delightful, and quintessentially Australian. Tastes like a true blue Aussie adventure, doesn't it? Now, let's meet some of Australia's famous locals. Australia is a hub of unique wildlife, boasting creatures you won't find anywhere else on Earth. Yes, we're talking about the locals who hop around on their hind legs, the kangaroos. There are more kangaroos than humans in Australia, believe it or not. These fascinating creatures can leap up to 3 times their body length in a single bound. That's like if a human could jump the length of a school bus. Next, we can't forget about the adorable tree-hugging koalas. No, they are not bears, but marsupials like kangaroos. Although they might look cuddly, they prefer to keep to themselves, spending most of their day sleeping in eucalyptus trees. Did you know koalas have a special digestive system that allows them to feast on eucalyptus leaves, which are toxic to many other animals? And then there's the platypus, a creature so unique that when scientists first discovered it, they thought it was a hoax. A mammal that lays eggs, has a duck-like bill, webbed feet, and a beaver-like tail. It sounds like a creature from a fairy tale, doesn't it? But the platypus is as real as it gets, and it calls Australia home. These unique creatures are a testament to the diversity of life on our planet. But they're also a gentle reminder of the importance of wildlife conservation efforts. Australia's wildlife is under threat from habitat destruction, climate change, and other human activities. Many species are endangered and need our help to survive. That's why numerous organizations and individuals in Australia are working tirelessly to protect these amazing animals and their habitats. From creating protected areas to rehabilitation programs for injured wildlife, these efforts go a long way in ensuring that future generations can enjoy Australia's unique wildlife. So the next time you see a picture of a kangaroo, a koala, or a platypus, remember the important role they play in our world's biodiversity. And remember, it's not just about admiring these animals from afar, it's about understanding their needs, respecting their habitats, and doing our part to ensure their survival. Remember, it's our responsibility to protect these amazing creatures and their home. Australia is a melting pot of cultures. Let's meet some of them. Picture this. It's like a grand, vibrant carnival where every stall represents a different culture. Now, that's Australia for you. From the ancient stories of the indigenous people to the modern influences of European and Asian cultures, Australia is a vibrant tapestry of traditions and experiences. Let's start with the original inhabitants, the indigenous Australians, who have been on this continent for over 60,000 years. They are divided into two main groups, the Aboriginal people and the Torres Strait Islanders. Their rich culture is filled with dreamtime stories, sacred traditions, and captivating art. The dot paintings, the boomerang, the didgeridoo are all gifts from this ancient culture. Then, in the late 1700s, the British arrived, turning Australia into a colonial outpost. This brought a wave of European culture that still resonates today. You can see it in the architecture, hear it in the language, and taste it in the food. The Sunday roast, fish and chips, and the iconic Aussie meat pie are all part of this cultural infusion. But the cultural blend doesn't stop there. Over the years, Australia has welcomed people from all over the globe. There's a strong influence of Asian culture, especially in the cuisine. Who hasn't heard of the Aussies' love for a good barbie? That's a barbecue for the rest of us, right? Well, these days you're just as likely to find a sizzling stir-fry or a spicy curry on the grill. Australia is also a linguistic treasure trove. While English is the main language, you'll hear over 200 languages spoken across the country. From Mandarin to Italian, Greek to Arabic, it's like walking through a global language festival. The people of Australia are as diverse as the continent itself. They come from a myriad of backgrounds, each adding their own unique flavor to the cultural mix. From the arts to sports, food to festivals, every aspect of Australian life is enriched by this diversity. Australia truly is a cultural mosaic. Now that we've explored Australia, it's time to test your knowledge. First up, can you name 3 countries that are part of the Australian continent? I'll give you a hint. Think about the lands down under where kangaroos hop and emus strut their stuff. Moving on to question 2, what's a popular Australian spread made from brewer's yeast? It's a love it or hate it kind of thing, and Aussies sure do love it. And finally, question 3, can you name 1 unique animal native to Australia? There are so many to choose from, marsupials, birds, reptiles. You'd be spoiled for choice. Remember, there are no wrong answers, only opportunities to learn something new. Take your time, think about what we've learned today, and most importantly, have fun with it. Well done, mates. You're now officially Aussie experts. Keep exploring, and remember, adventure is always just around the corner.